People plant trees for all sorts of reasons. For food, timber, shade, or as a windbreak. Today we are planting trees to support wildlife.
We are choosing trees that already grow here. We're choosing them because they do well, they support a range of different wildlife, and we call these trees native species, and that's because they belong here.
Mae pob fath o coeden yn cefnogi bywyd gwyllt arbenigol. O creaduriaid bach a ffwng all mond cael ei gweld trwy chwyth gwydr, i gwahanol fathau o pryfed, adar ac anifeiliaid.
And cynnwys ni, fel pobl. So how do trees do this incredible job? As well as providing food and shelter, they provide nutrients to the soil with their leaf litter.
They draw up water from the soil through their root systems like sucking through a straw.
They convert sunlight into sugary sap, and they can transform carbon dioxide in the air into oxygen.
Fel ni, mae croen gyda'r coed, o'r enw Ysgol. Mae hyn yn amddiffyn y coeden o pryfed, afiechadau ffwng a'r tywydd. Mae'r Ysgol yn helpu cadw dŵr yn y coeden hefyd. O dan yr Ysgol, mae yna cainen meddal o'r enw'r phloem, sy'n dosbarthu'r bwyd y coeden. Mae coed, yn enwedig coed gyda greiddau noeth yn cael ei plannu rhwng mis Hydref a Mawrth, yn y gaeaf, pryd mae'r sudd dim yn rhedeg trwy'r phloem. Y cainen nesaf ydy'r cambiwm. Dyma'r darn o'r coeden sy'n tyfu a gwneud y boncyff yn mwy llydan wrth i'r coeden tyfu'n hen. Mae llawer o cainenau o cnodwau pren. Y cnodwau gyntaf ydy'r gwynyn, a mae hyn yn rhedeg y dŵr trwy'r coeden sydd wedi cael ei sugno lan o'r daear gan y greiddiau. Y cainen nesaf ydy calon y pren, sy'n cryfhau'r coeden wrth i fe tyfu.
What trees are we going to grow?
Well, we're going to plant a selection of different trees, hazel, a wild cherry and a jubilee oak.
But they just look like dead sticks.
A falle bod nhw mond yn edrych fel brigau wedi marw, ond os ti'n edrych yn ofalus, mae'r buds, dyna ble mae'r dail yn dod o. Os ti'n crafu'r Ysgol blant, ti'n gweld tipyn bach o gwyrdd, a mae hwnna'n dangos fod bywyd na. Mae rhaid ni cadw y coed dan cysgod a trial peidio newidio nhw.
Pam?
Wel, mae'r greiddiau yn gallu mynd yn sych iawn gyda'r aer a'r haul yn sgleinio atyn nhw. Just fel dillad mas o'r lein.
So where should we plant the trees?
Well, we need to think very carefully about that. It depends whether the tree is part of a hedge, a wood, a shelter belt, or just on its own amongst shrubs. A beth mae coeden yn angen I helpu fe tyfu?
Gola haul.
Dŵr.
Air. A prif.
Da iawn, mae hwnna'n wir, ond hefyd mae angen tipyn bach o cysgod I gwrthod rew yn ystod y gaeaf. Also, if you're planting a tree, you have to be very careful that you don't plant it too close to another tree so that it shades it out when it grows.
So, how big will these trees grow?
Well, that depends partly on how long they're left to grow. If you take this little baby oak here and look over there at its great-great-great-great-grandfather, that's how big it can get.
Wow.
Felly, cyn I ni dechrau, mae rhaid ni wneud siŵr bod dim sy'n ellir trydan dros ei pennau a ddim pibedd am y daear. A mae rhaid ni galw rwy'n sy'n gwybod beth yna. So now that we've found the right place, we're ready to prepare the ground for the tree. So first we'll remove the turfs 30 centimetres around the tree.
Why do we do that?
Well, so the grass doesn't compete with the tree for food and water. Now we'll split the turfs through the middle so that we can take them out and put them to one side.
Nesa, rydyn ni'n gwthio'r cansen mewn i'r daear ar bwys ble mae'r coeden yn mynd. There you go, do you want to put that in?
Now we place the tree into the hole, roots first, with the root collar at ground level.
What's a root collar?
Now if you look here, the root collar is just a
part of the tree. You can see there it gently changes colour, and that's where the root collar is. Now this is a Jubilee oak, and I don't want the plastic to go on the ground, so I'm just going to take the Jubilee tie off. Put it to one side.
Rydyn ni'n trial ysgoi gwthio'r coeden mewn i'r daear. Dylai'r twll bod digon o maint i'r coeden ffitio'n rwydd.
Now we're ready to put the turfs back, and we'll put this by holding the cane straight and the tree straight. And I'll just put these back in gently without damaging the tree. And now we want to push the turfs down gently with our feet and fingers. Now to keep the tree straight, we just want to tie it up very gently onto the cane. And now all we need to do is water the plant. Maybe a little bit more around the sides there. That's perfect. Some animals like to eat young trees like this. What do you think they might be? Well,
Squirrels,
you're right.
rabbits,
Squirrels,
mice.
yes, squirrels, rabbits, voles, mice. They like to eat the bark on these young trees. And to prevent that, we put some tree guards on. Now I've got one here. Now when you put these on, you want to make sure that the spiral is running up from the bottom, and you just slide it over. Just like that. And I want to avoid damaging the buds of the tree. And I can slide this right over and just place it. And that's that bit ready. So now we need to feed and protect the soil by covering it with a layer of mulch.
Mulch ydy unrhyw beth sy'n gorchuddio'r daear a gadael y pridd i anadlu, ond sy'n gwrthod planhigion arall i tyfu fel porfa. Gallai bod carbod gyda cymysgod y compost ar ysgol pren. Bydd hyn yn torri lawr mewn I pridd gyda amser a bwydo'r creiddiau. Mae hefyd yn gwrthod planhigion eraill wrth cystadlu â'r coeden am bwyd a dŵr.
Okay, finally all we need to do now is set up a barrier, and that will stop anyone from mowing or strimming up against it.
What's wrong with that?
Well, a tree is a very, very small little thing, and if a mower just brushes up by it gently, it could quite easily kill it.
I'd love to see my tree when it's grown up, but I suppose I'll have to wait a really long time.
Well, not so long in fact. I mean, the tree grows little by little each year, but in 7 to 12 years, this tree might even be taller than you and taller than me.